Yo, 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 welcome everybody to TCR Trinity Competitive Racing for round number 7 of Singapore. I'm here today with none other than Dre Diggy. How are you, Dre?
Good. Had some technical issues earlier, but glad to be here.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't interfere with us, but let's get everybody in here. We're just 2 minutes left in qualifying. Everyone joining. Thanks. And how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing in the chat? Let me hear ya. Should be a good one.
Norton right here. He's actually doing really well. Oh, sorry about that, C-Freeze. Go ahead.
Nope. Kitten did say that it will be a wet race. Now, that's all he said, so it could be inters wet, it could be switching between mixed conditions, I don't know, but he did say a little bit of rain, so sit back, relax, and watch this great broadcast presented by the best of the best in TCR, because it's going to be a long one. I mean, Singapore already in the dry is a long race. You put wet conditions, we're going to be here over an hour. Maybe an hour and a half here, so make sure you're all comfortable. Absolutely. Everybody. And but yeah, last 4 races, Mitch has won all 4 of them. He's 4 for 4 in TCR. He has a 100% winning record. Will that change today? We don't know. That's why we're here. Qualifying, he is in 9th. He be tough, I guess, to win from there, but he did something similar last week in Britain. Not the best qualifying, and moved up his positions and won the race due to Lopez and Fatal crashing, going wheel to wheel, and it didn't quite work in the first corner. So Fatal and Lopez crashed out, and also Giggle went in the pits because he thought he had a server stop go penalty, which is not the not necessary. You don't have to go in to serve it. So he kind of brought himself out of contention, and that brought way for Mitch to get his 4th win last week in Britain. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully somebody has a really good race. It's good to see Darkest Crime up there right now. Airborne, Norton, Jonesy. It's good to see all these people towards the front. Hopefully a lot of people have some good races. And yeah, what are you interested in seeing today?
Mitch is in his final sector. Mitch is in his final sector right now. I think he's going to try to make one final attempt to make a run for the pole. Right now he's P9, which is not bad. You can still make some moves, but here in Singapore it's so narrow, it's so close to the wall. There's only a few passing options, and let's see what he can do coming up this last corner here. Whether he can improve.
And that's it for
Doesn't
Mitch.
look like it,
P9.
no.
Oh, as the Torosos.
So it might
lock it out.
Torosos. How about that?
Man, me and Talon are gonna have some work cut out for us tomorrow. We gotta prove the Torosos proud. Now, this is what I'm interested in. Darkest Crime is, let's see where he is in the points here. He was leading it earlier in the championship, but Fatal has been probably the stronger driver as of late. The points are Mitch with 100, Jones in second 79, Darkest Crime 63, Giggle 56, Fatal 51, and Kitten and Ultimate are tied with 45. So I wonder if they're gonna race it out, or kind of you know, play more conservative approach. What do you think?
I think Jones is in a good position, but I do see with Kitten and my gamer they're tied there, and especially with a good shot at Fatal. You know, the mid pack I see from third on down to maybe P8. It's actually really close, and so I'll look forward to that battle. If Mitch doesn't score any points and Jones gets a win, you know, right now it's Jones to lose. So Mitch has a long way to go through up that field, but he can definitely get it done.
Yeah, just like we've seen many times before, so it's gonna be interesting. They did say some wet weather, so we're gonna have to see. By the way, Tico making his season 7 debut here. Head
Tico,
steward
awesome.
Tico, so he's a reserve. So that's good for him. Good to see you.
Yeah, we sent all our clips to him, and I mean, where was the incident?
Yeah, he's the guy you talk to. He's the guy you got to go to.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's see. Put your predictions down below, guys. It's gonna be really anybody's game, especially now in the wet. We don't know how the whole race is gonna play out with strategy. Mitch starting farther back. You know, I can see this going many different ways, so it's going to be a hard prediction, but just so we know, no one's cheating. You got to put your predictions now until after. Who do you got today, Dre? Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with I'll go with Jones. Jones is in a good position right now. He's right there in P3. He's within striking distance, and he needs those 25 points. Right now, Mitch, it's you know, right in the middle of the field. With these wet conditions, anything can happen. He could accidentally get bumped or clipped or lose a wing unit. Engines, man, you never know.
All right, so you're going with Jonesy. I'm gonna have to go with my boy D Crime, and here is why. It's just his track. He's been saying it over and over again that Singapore is his track. He can't wait till we get to Singapore. Well, now we're at Singapore, and all week he's been saying how good he is here. So I want to see him win. If he doesn't win, then it's gonna kind of be a shock, I guess. So I think Darkest Crime will win it.
The Toro Rossos have locked out the field, and I think it's a pretty good front row for them.
Oh yeah, I mean they can pull away, but they got some pretty quick guys behind them. If Jones gets a good start off the bat, he could get into the action. A good qualifying by Airborne as well. Norton and Kitten. I like to see them have a good race. So well, this is gonna turn out pretty good, I think. Breezy says Jones, Mitch, then Kitten. That's his podium predictions. All right, so we'll come back to the end, Breezy, and we'll see if you were right. I think it's gonna be Darkest Crime. That's all I got. I don't know who else. Nah, I'd probably do Darkest Crime.
I think this is Darkness's first podium. I mean, a first pole. If my
Could be.
Correct.
I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'd probably go Jones P2, and I agree with Kitten P3. But I think, regardless, whoever wins today, it's going to be a challenge here. I mean, it's nothing more.
Oh yeah, it's a totally this race. With the race, excuse me. These guys learn to survive, and even us platinum drivers will still have issues with that. You know, the next thing you know, the wall will just jump out and bite you when you least expect it.
Oh yeah. And round number 7 of TCR Season 7 Golden Class, 4 to 5 red lights. And we're off here under the lights at Singapore. Everything looks pretty good so far. The Renault gets a really nice start. He's moving on up. Everyone's looking good. Oh, the Williams Ultimate had a little of a spin. Darkest Crime leads the field. Fatal, Norton, then Jonesy, Giggle, Lopez, Kitten, Mitch. Airborne had a problem.
Airborne
He's
really lost
lost a bunch of
pretty fast.
spots. I don't know if he's got wing damage. Oh, and now he spun. Oh no, that's Spirit. Oh, Spirit. The luck does not continue. Oh, Spirit.
First few laps is just trying to find a rhythm.
Oh yeah.
That's the most crucial part in rain condition, especially a track like here. You overstep it just a little bit, thinking you got on control, and next you know, you're in the wall, or you ran into back someone. You don't want to ruin someone's day.
No, and I'm not too sure. I don't think many people practice the rain usually. So you have to kind of know what's going on here. Oh, Theft making
speaking of which, Theft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Making a move. Tico.
He got a little back of Tico there a little bit.
Yeah, well, you got to watch the head steward. Looking pretty good, though. Everyone pretty clean. Airborne. The Haas's had not the best of starts. Spirit spun. Airborne looked like he had wing damage, or he just dropped a bunch of spots. But Darkest Crime leads the field. Oh, and Jonesy's half spin and around on the start-finish straight.
Oh, no.
He's going to be kicking himself for that one.
I know. He didn't get the greatest start, but he's trying to survive the first lap.
Mitch gets ahead, and Airborne is now going to go past Kitten here. Although he comes back.
And look who's one of our biggest movers right now is fighting for P9. I mean, excuse me, for P8, and that's Motor making a move on the inside of Airborne.
Oh, I didn't even see that. These camera angles suck at street circuits. I'm sorry. They're really not. Oh, he got a little wing damage there, Motor. He got a little wing damage.
Probably a little strong on the throttle there. That's okay. But
he's gathering some materials
until next pit stop. I think it'd be our.
If you look at Lopez, looks right on the back of Giggle as he's sliding through this tight section here. Let's see.
Airborne. Motor still at it on the back stretch.
Oh, yeah. Can Motor get it done?
Cautious in there, Motor. They're still side by side in the corner,
nice.
Pretty tight.
And Airborne around the outside.
Airborne still prevail.
Oh, but where's Motor? Whoa, whoa, what is this? He's making a new track limit. That's
I think he lost it back a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Motor line. Going through the metro way.
I think Tico AI out.
Is he out?
Might be wrong here, but. Oh no, he's good. I'm sorry. Maybe that's just my perspective.
And Mo's going to be coming into the pits this time. And looks like Theft might make a move here on Jones. He's been struggling. Oh, Tico in the back. He was hitting the wall back here. And Theft back at it on Jones. Jones was struggling earlier. Let's see if Theft can get it done. Yeah, nice. Man, there's some pretty good moves here around the outside with Theft. Same with Airborne on Motor. This is looking pretty good. And the top, I guess, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all within, I guess, a second of each other. It's kind of a line forming here. This will probably be the battle for the podium.
Yeah. Jones is trying to catch back up a little bit. It's catching back up the theft a little bit. Everyone's kind of spaced out, except for the top six. The top six are fairly close to each other, especially from fourth to fifth with the two Saubers and Lopez and that Red Bull there. They're getting pretty tight right there.
We had a caution for a second.
Mitch
I don't know. Oh, his motor.
Play it off.
Motor is out. Don't know what really happened there. Yeah, motor left. Oh, Tico. 5 seconds. Stop go.
Losing a lot of time right now. From third to sixth is really tight battle.
Oh yeah, looks like Giggle. He's looking for a move. But then Lopez is looking for a move.
Lopez.
And Mitch is looking for a move.
He's trying to dive
They're
in
all looking for a move. No, but Giggle, he's trying it early.
Oh yeah.
Just get back in the slipstream. He's gonna go in the inside. Ooh.
Ooh.
I think
tap.
that little,
That's okay.
yeah, a little tap. You know, that opens the door for Lopez. He's coming through.
Lopez, he's in there. That was nice. That was a nice move.
And Norton's dropping. It looked like he hit the back of Lopez in that sequence there. I don't know if he lost a little bit of wing. You know, it's hard to overtake here. I mean, it is possible, like we are seeing in 4 laps, but you got to be careful when you do it. That's all I'm saying.
Everyone, for the most part, spreading out for on third to sixth place. These top 4 cars are pretty tight. Everyone else is pretty spread out.
Yep. Looks like Lopez has some speed. I don't know where he started, but I think he's really has some good race pace here.
He started in P8.
Oh, as I almost commentator
it drives it there a little bit.
Almost hit the wall. That is a tough corner. You can, if you get it wrong, you get it wrong good. You know, you could be out in a second.
Since it's raining, I thought it might have been kind of fun, and since a lot of the drivers qualified on hypersofts, because if it was in dry conditions, you know, those tires burn off extremely fast.
Oh yeah, and within 5 laps they are done.
Oh yeah.
5. Yep, that's really all they get.
It'd been nice to have kind of see that strategy work out. Right now,
yeah,
it's
for
just
us tomorrow. Yeah, you're right. Why'd it rain?
Yeah, I certainly hope it doesn't.
Oh, here comes
it
Mitch.
doesn't rain tomorrow.
Here comes Mitch on Norton.
Oh, little squeeze there on the outside. Makes a dive.
Norton gets his elbows out. He's gonna take it.
Norton hangs on.
Nice, and this is bringing I think Kitten right back into the mix here. He's about 2 seconds off, so. Kitten wants some action, so
that's true.
He's gonna be right back in it.
Kitten's the play.
So I think Kitten struggled off the line, opening few laps, but I think he's getting into his rhythm. And I know the cats don't like the wet, but this one might. XTC Clan says Airborne Darkest Mitch is his predictions. I think that's Silent. Says Crime, Jones, and Mitch. Silent also said
Darkness is maintained the lead. His teammate's not too far behind though.
Yeah, no, they're keeping good distance, good race pace for them. I'm sure after the pit lane pit stops, it's going to be a different story. As Mitch is now finally overtaken Norton. Will it stay? Norton comes back still, but not for now. It's kind of job done. Mitch to P5. He had to work for that one. I mean, that wasn't
Oh yeah,
as simple as it gets. He had to work for that one. XP is in the pits. Oh, I think Lopez might have made a mistake, or Giggle really turned it up here, because Lopez was right on the back of Giggle, and then blink of a second, now he's 3 seconds back, so something must have happened.
yeah.
Either wing damage or just maybe tire temps, just wing damage, but Mitch is all in the back of him. Oh, there's more wing from Norton.
Getting to the wall there a little bit.
I think Norton got a little wing damage there. If he didn't have it the first time, I think he had it that time. Oh,
Lopez almost to the wall.
Oh,
Here comes Giggle.
he lost 2 of them. Norton moving on up.
Not sure what's going on with Lopez. Maybe he's lost some bit of wing, but he's coming back on the outside there a little bit.
That's
Getting
it.
about a second
He's
off. Wants to come play.
He's struggling, Lopez.
Norton almost into that wall right there.
He must have hit some wing damage. That's the only thing I could think of as he's coming in the pits now.
Lopez
so we'll see.
into the pits. We got Toro Rosso, and we got Team Sauber.
Oh yeah,
1 through 4.
the team battles. You have the constructors. What are those looking like? I think Sauber might be leading it, but this might be Toro Rosso's day. They getting a 1-2 would be great.
Alfa Romeo, the Sauber is leading right now, pretty overwhelmingly. But then runner-up right now is the Toro Rosso. So if they finish 1-2, they could be back in the fight. But
they got good defense. They got good defense today. Now they're
they've been
all right. You could get
1-2,
1-2, but we'll be right here 3-4. You're not gonna gain so many points on us.
Right.
You know, that's some good defense for the Sauber team. Hopefully they keep it up, or they might even have bring the fight later on if. We'll see how Darkest Crime and Fatal is. You know, you never know. Fatal might have... Oh, there's theft. Almost lost it. I thought he was going to lose it there. You know, you never know with Fatal. If he really has more speed and can go quicker, you know, he's probably... You know, it's hard to overtake. You know, he might try to pit 1 lap earlier than Darkest to get the undercut, to get in front of him.
Get the undercut on.
That's
he's actually made some gains these last few laps.
Yeah, it's been about a second and a half or so. I mean, I don't think Fatal. I mean, obviously wants the win, but I don't think he wants to do it on track. Like if I was him, all right, let's try something with the strategy here. You know, you have to get in front. You know, if you can't pass him on track, which he probably wants to do. But it might not be 100% possible, you know, then you're going to have to do it through the pit stops as Kitten pits.
Yeah, speaking of that, actually Mitch just set the fastest lap, so he's actually gaining on his teammate as well. So I don't know how Team's order is going to play for both of these teams, but they're definitely our competitors right now. They want to get ahead of each other.
But I've never really seen
got some cars into the pit.
Teams, you know, only 2 teams in top 4 are so organized like this. Toro Rosso, then Sauber. I don't think it's If it ever happened in TCR, it would have been a while, because I don't remember it being like that for a long time. So,
Oh no,
good
it all
drive for that.
depends. But I think the Toro Rosso drivers are overall doing much better in the wets because Fatal is driving away from Giggle and Mitch is catching up to Giggle. So
Oh yeah.
they're getting a little distance. Oh, and Giggle loses the back end there. Now it's under a second with Giggle now.
Yeah, Mitch won Austria in the wet conditions. I think it was intermediates. But if he wants to win today, he's going to have to overtake his teammate and both Toro Rossos, which can be done. But, you know, he's got about an 8-second gap as Fatal got really close to his other teammate, there. Mitch is going to make the move on his Sauber team.
I think Giggle gave it to him.
You think so? Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to fight with
front
him.
Straight, yeah. Yeah, and especially in wet condition, you accidentally overdrive it and you could take each other out. You don't want to do that. I think Giggle just made the right call. Just like, let me manage the car until the next pit stop and see what we can do there if conditions change.
Oh yeah. Now the gap from Mitch to Fatal's about 8 seconds. We're gonna have to manage, you know, go back to that when the pit stops go, and see if he gains anything. But then he's about 9 or so seconds off of Darkest Crime, so he's got some work to do. I mean, that is a lot of time, but there's plenty of time to do it. It's only on lap 9, so he's got time to get back up there.
But Mitch has been slowly picking up drivers. He started P9. He's already up 6 positions. He is making the moves. When Jones unfortunately got in an incident early on, did a half spin, and he started P3, and now he's down to P8. So almost entirely switched for those two. Not good on points for Jones so far, but about a third of a way through, and we'll see how things go.
Nice overtake for Lopez. Moves up to P10. After early struggles. Theft down the inside on Airborne. Airborne with a cutback. Oh. He's taking his textbook out. He's going to school, but it didn't quite work. Not yet. Airborne, where did he qualify? P2 or 3 up in the top 3? Or 3 or 4 actually, because
he started, I believe, P4.
Yeah. So he wants to get a decent finish. He wants to, you know, kind of solidify the finish after a bad start. If you look at Kit in P12. We're in the back of McLaren.
He went to the pit not too long ago.
Man, he's got
a pretty good run there, but he came on to McLaren a little too fast there.
Yeah, you don't want to get too close. You just repaired the wing, you don't want another one. Ooh, Kitten is really
got a good exit there.
Yeah, strong on the power. It's gonna work for him. Maybe is he gonna look? Ooh, oh nope, yep. Theft, not theft. McLaren goes wide.
Lopez.
McLaren moves up. I mean, Kitten moves up. I said McLaren because McLaren is in the Force India, but Kitten's in the McLaren. It's just confusing.
Right.
Oh man, Kitten moves up. Regardless, McLaren moves up. The other McLaren, Williams, not here today.
Darkest is into the pits.
Yep, alright. I thought he made a mistake. He is in the pits.
The leader's into the pits. May have overdriven it there a little bit, trying to get into the pits, but I think he'll definitely stay ahead of like Norton.
Yeah, that'd be crucial.
But
if he gets out, here comes Norton down the start-finish straight. He'd want to get out in front of him if possible, but I don't think it's going to happen. No. So he's going to have to overtake Norton, which could hold him up. That might be everything Fatal and Mitch needs to get back, well, not even back in this race, but to try and win this race, because if he gets held up here behind Norton, that can cost them a couple seconds at that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Plus you have to kind of tiptoe around some of these drivers in these wet conditions, so you can't just dive into a corner and have that braking with you, because you'll slide into the next driver to the wall. To be really careful around here.
So I wonder if Fatal's gonna cover Darkest off, and if that would be, I guess, a good idea, because if he pits, he's gonna come out right in this mess with Norton, Darkest Crime, Airborne, and
Fatal needed to pit now because he's losing to Mitch. I just saw him lose like a half a second right at it.
Yep.
Okay, he's coming in pits now.
And Mitch stays out, so you'll probably gain time, on the newer tire, but Mitch is doing some good times now as it is, so we'll see. What was that?
Oh yeah, he's so far he set the fastest lap. Oh yeah.
Fatal in the pits, Darkest. Oh, Norton goes to pit, so that doesn't hold Darkest up too much, as this could be very close here. Fatal coming out of the pits now. Darkest already passed turn 1. Let's see how big the gap is. Maybe a couple seconds. Not too bad. About three to 4 seconds.
Darkness need to put in a few solid laps here right now, so just to grow that gap over the Salbers. So the Toro Rosso's the next few laps put some pretty solid laps in that they can expand their lead and kind of cover their rears with Mitch, because he's one of the fastest drivers on the track right now.
Yeah, we got to see what
they want to secure a P1 and P2.
We got to see what lap time he does, because Mitch put his fastest lap, I guess, last lap, but he's with 11 lap old tires. Darkest is now on new tires, so now with a full hot lap, let's see if he beats that time. Because if he doesn't, then that'd be an issue for at least Darkest Crime's case.
Oh yeah.
Everyone spread out a little bit. It's gonna be interesting. Once Mitch pits, and we also have Giggle to worry about too. If Giggle pits and gets the undercut on Mitch, Mitch is still staying out. If I was Giggle, if I were Giggle, I'd pit in now. You're struggling, you're losing time, you might as well come in now. But he doesn't. Although that is a big gap, 10.3 between them. I think on any, like, on a dry day, I think Giggle can definitely mix it up with Mitch, but as we saw in Austria, Giggle is not as good as Mitch in the wet conditions, but all right, Darkest Crime, 3 seconds.
Got a 3 second there.
Uh-oh. I didn't see Fatal get a penalty.
Plays in overall.
So this could be interesting.
So right now I'm looking at 10.7 seconds off of having a Giggle. Let's see if Darkness can catch up with those more fresher tires compared to Giggle, and see how much he's losing lap, because he's certainly losing a little bit.
How long is a pit stop here? Do you know
It's about 30 seconds
30
overall
seconds.
from the moment you enter to the moment you exit. Overall, 30 seconds. If it's on tires, it's about 20 seconds, but on wet, it's about 30.
Okay, so he'd slot right between Fatal and Jones. But Jones still has to pit again. Well, he doesn't have to. He could still. All these drivers can go to the end.
Right.
It's just, can you make it there? That's the problem. Probably
And so
not
far, I'm
in
looking.
Jones'
There has
case,
been
but
very
yeah.
little change in the time between Darkness and having a giggle. It's still at 10 seconds behind, even though he has fresher tires. So I don't know what the
If you
how
look at the
things are working out with
overall
those different strategies.
lead, he's 22 seconds behind the leader. So in order to,
Yeah.
you know, you want a big gap. Although the laps are winding down, we're almost about halfway.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Oh, Giggle in the pits.
Fatal.
Alright.
Edict. Yeah, excuse me.
He should come out behind Jones.
So Darkness, 22 seconds off of Mitch. Jones just passed. Oh, Lopez into the wall. Oh man. And here
Off the
comes
last corner.
Kitten. Oh yeah, he lost it back in there.
Oh yeah.
Lopez is losing serious time right now. Major damage on that front wing.
Kitten moving on. Moving on up in this world. Kitten to P6. Yeah, Lopez, yeah, just a great race, really good race last outing at Britain, but yeah, I think the wet threw him a curveball today, especially on the streets.
Here's my thoughts. I think in the wet conditions, obviously you can go a little longer than compared to a traditional stop, but right now the Sauber stayed out maybe about 4 or 5 laps longer. I think that might be enough to maintain with them because Darkness is still 22 seconds behind Mitch. He hasn't made that much gain on Mitch, and Mitch still has his tires from lap 1. So if Mitch be able to extend this a little bit and have an opportunity to jump into pits, and as the race progresses and the Toro Rosso's tires wear off, I think he might be in a pretty good position to inherit the lead again.
Yeah, he's gonna have those fresh inters at
So I
the
think
end.
that might be good. Yeah.
He's gonna play it along, which is smart.
Let's see how long he pushes it.
That's a very smart strategy. We'll see if it works out, because you know, as long as you're not losing as much time out there, you know, you're really fine. But
Oh yeah. Like Norton, Lopez is losing major time. I think he has serious front wing damage, and I think he has to come to pit this time.
that was one long lap for Lopez. I will tell you that much. That was a long lap.
I know the feeling. He was doing so well, unfortunately, but got a little bit of that wall there.
Well, tomorrow, you'll see the Platinum class, the premier class of TCR, the best of the best go at it here at Singapore. Should be up around 8:30 p.m. Eastern, the stream. And there's a great battle in the championship for Platinum. So,
Tico.
make sure you all tune in
Ultimate
tomorrow.
Gamer and Tico races.
Oh, Tico's out. I just it was just it was just like that. It was now he's really out, and that's Tico.
Oh yeah, he's definitely out. Oh man.
Now will this throw a safety car out? That's the thing. Oh, as the leaders are coming around now. Watch out. I mean, not the leaders. This is Lopez. I'm gonna say this: if Darkus wants this race, he's got to push, because Mitch is now 24 seconds in front. And
oh yeah, he's extended his lead.
oh yeah,
I think Mitch is a very consistent driver and putting those laps down.
he's gonna do the overcut, which could work. I mean, it's looking like it will. He needs, I think, a couple more seconds just to be safe, and he can potentially be, when he pits, he might get out in front of Darkus, because the worst thing you would want to do is come out either between or even at behind the Toroses, because then you actually have to pass them. But
yeah, if he could put in about another second or two, if he has the luxury to throw a free stop in there. So Fatal's catching up to his teammate there a little bit. It's about 2 seconds off. Norton fighting back on Fatal there. Excuse me, Theft.
yeah, I think they're in for a rude awakening, these Torosos. Once Mitch pits, it's gonna it's gonna be chaos.
Oh yeah.
I think Darkest Crime, I don't know if he's even thinking about Mitch, because before the pit stops he was maybe what, 8 seconds back in traffic and everything, and it was these two in front just leading it all, and now he comes into the pits, Fatal as well, and then, you know, you have Mitch out there, and maybe Darkus is just kind of playing conservative. I only have to beat Fatal, but no, you got Mitch who, you know, is playing the strategy right. This is gonna be interesting.
Mitch has not pitted yet. I think he's the last one that hasn't pitted yet. No, yeah, he has not pitted yet at all, and he's extending the lead.
Yep.
That's crazy. 17 laps on intermediate tires.
You think
I mean, of course they won't last forever, but
right.
I'll say he come in the next 5 laps, maybe lap 21, to put just something on, just to extend the lead a little bit further.
Well, it doesn't look like it's stopping, I will say that. It is not going to stop raining, so it's, well, technically he does not have to pit, right? He doesn't have to pit at all. If he wants to take this 26
I don't know
second gap and just...
how the conditions are on his tires. But that's true, he could go all the way. I'm just not sure what he's in. He's been driving fairly smoothly, so maybe they're in better condition than other drivers.
Yeah, I mean, I was on board right here. Darkest Crime just really heavy on the power, and that's probably not good for those rear tires. Because now Mitch is 27 plus seconds, and he's just going to keep going until he's got a big enough gap to pit and stay ahead. And McLaren blue flag. You got to watch this.
You're having a giggle. Took the.
This is gonna hold up Mitch.
You're having a giggle. Took the typical. Oh yeah.
Sorry there, McLaren almost got in the. Well, I don't think almost. He got in the way of Mitch. You're lucky. No wing damage.
Blue flags, as Fernando Alonso would say.
Really, any of the top guys.
Oh yeah.
It all say 'em.
Uh-oh, Mitch locks it up there a little bit. That's all right. You got a little time to spare. Lost a whole second there just by that lockup, but that's okay.
Starboy said,
Fatal still slowly but suring.
yeah, he's maintaining the gap, no doubt about it. He's
Oh yeah.
I wonder if they are in the
Looks like the
in the
overcut
party
is working
together.
right now.
Because if they are, and they're saying, "Oh, all right, we got Mitch to worry
Mm-hmm.
about," and Fatal has the speed, you know, Darkest has a 3-second time penalty. I don't know how, like maybe Fatal's like, "Let me get a try at it," like, you know, I'm closing in, and that might be what we're
Right.
gonna see here in a little bit. I think Darkest Crime's really struggling. Fatal's in his groove here. And it looks like Mitch is struggling too, so we'll see.
Yeah. Actually, Norton's catching back up with Airborne for P6.
Yep.
Airborne losing a lot of time.
Oh, Norton's really pushing now.
He's trying to ground it, yeah. It's not easy in these wet conditions. You gotta tiptoe around, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these drivers' arms are kind of tired trying to play around and catching the car here and there. Trying to catch that again from not spinning out and not overdriving into the turns. But Norton's putting the power down. He's going to try to catch up. Darkness is maintaining, well, the three for the most part is fairly maintaining right now. Mitch still has about a 26, 27 plus lead over Darkness, and Darkness is able to manage to stay ahead of his teammate, and so you won't get any slipstream or anything like that. Fatal's trying to get around him, but he's losing his back end a little bit there. He lost a little time.
Yeah, it's
But,
gonna be tough for Fatal.
Oh, Mitch
another
is finally
penalty
pitting right now.
Another penalty for Darkest Crime as well. Let's see.
Here comes Mitch coming out.
He
McLaren
should be
gets his lap back.
clear.
Darkness just passed the line. Oh yeah, he's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's gonna be close.
Turn one. Turn one.
Oh,
side by
D.
side.
Crop,
We got-
my boy.
Darkness. Puts the
Fatal
power
around
down.
the outside. Fatal.
Puts the power down.
He's moving on. Oh, I thought Fatal was a lot closer. I thought.
No, Darkness. That's okay. But Fatal is right there. Darkness
Yep.
put that power down. How long would he last? I mean, we've already seen that the tire difference is not too terrible much, but I don't know if Darkness can maintain.
Oh,
We got 11
man.
laps to go, and Mitch is going to be on him. But if they battle too hard, guess who's right behind him? Fatal.
Oh yeah, Fatal. But this is what you call a
Giggle
Toro
is
Rosso
still quite far
sandwich.
behind.
This is a sandwich right here.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
if they're in the party together, they could be like, you know, hey, I'll slow them down. You try to loosen them up a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what Fatal's doing.
Rattles cage a little
He's
bit.
moving on up. This is gonna be interesting. You know, I did not expect that. I thought Mitch did have it, but man, Darkest threw it into the first sequence of corners.
Yeah, that was close. I think it was about 27-second lead, and that it just came literally right side by side in turn one. That was a very close move for Mitch, but I think it might work out. We'll see how things go. It's still pretty tight. The top leaders are within a second and a half of each other. Fatal's trying to maintain, but Mitch, he's all over Darkness.
Oh yeah.
But don't forget Darkness, he still has time penalties. Oh, he gets in the wall a little bit there.
I think Lopez retired. Oh, bad spot. We just saw it on the right there.
Oh
Right
yeah,
on
yeah.
board with Mitch. He's looking.
Oh, Mitch got a great run there. Darkness, slight blockage right there.
Yep, all good.
Now Fatal not too far behind. He's about a second behind Mitch. He's like, he wants them to battle out in case anyone gets involved. He can seize the opportunity.
Oh yeah. Now the thing is, Darkest
got a couple
has
drivers in the pit right now.
Yep, Norton and Theft.
Got Norton and Theft in the pits right now.
If Darkest Crime does have those two
gets
penalties,
around Jones.
So if a Toro Rosso wants to win, you're gonna have to vote on Fatal to be the one. So he's gonna. This is his chance, Fatal's chance to get close and. Mitch is really pushing now. He's so close to Darkest. As long as you get a decent run off the crucial corners, you know, for the passing zones, the long straights, he should be fine. Like right here, Mitch gets a really good exit. And it's gonna be, oh, alright. Little block by Darkest. Let's open the door up for Fatal. He's right back in it. Oh, Darkest hit the wall there, coming off that corner.
Oh. This is Mitch's move right here. He has an opportunity. How hard is Darkness going to block? He's going to block very hard.
Oh, yeah.
Mitch thought better. He thought better. That was just the right enough blockage from Darkness.
He's playing within the rules. He doesn't want to give this up.
Oh no, starting no pole.
Oh, right now he's gonna go for it. This is not gonna end well.
Clear advantage. Oh, he backed out of that. Here comes Fatal.
Oh yeah,
he smells it. He's right there.
This is his time, Fatal. This is your opportunity. No.
Oh, locked it back a little bit there. There was a lot going on right there. Probably couldn't see too much. Lost some time. But Darkness is maintaining.
This is impressive.
You know, there might be some team roll right there as well. He might push back Mitch a little bit for Fatal to get around.
Oh, Darkest made a mistake through there. Yep.
Oh,
really a big wing damage.
Wing.
Let's see what happens.
But fortunately, since this is in wet condition, you're a little bit slower. The wing impact is not as big compared to dry conditions.
He's gonna feel it though on this one.
Come on, wheel it back in, Fatal.
Mitch, oh, he's strong off this one. Darkest is still blocking. We'll see.
Hard.
Oh. Little wheel banging. Almost. I think there was a little wheel banging.
They're fighting hard. Come on, Phil. Darkness is excellent at blocking. Just the right without over driving the corner.
Oh, Mitch goes for it down the inside. But he cuts him off just perfectly.
Cautious, but
he does good at that. And Fatal right back in it.
But he's right there.
This is his opportunity. This does not get as good as this. Fatal is just sliding, wanting his first win.
He's trying hard. Don't overstep too far, Fatal. You don't want to shoot your hopes down. This is good. We got about, what, 7-8 laps to go?
Yep.
There's still time. There's still time.
Oh yeah, and
Darkness still maintaining that lead.
And last week, the top 3 crashed out, or top 2, and then one went in the pits and was out of contention. So that leave Giggle to the win. I don't know if that might be a long shot, but you have to put those possibilities out there.
Giggle's catching up too a little bit. At one point, he was 17 seconds behind Fatal, but now he's only 10. So we'll see. Got 8 laps to go. He might be in contention here.
It looks like it's drying up.
Mitch got great
no,
run out of there.
Looked like it, but
Mitch
I don't
got
think
a great
so.
Run. Darkness loses back in. He's catching it. Mitch is going to make a move on the inside. Darkness is going to push him hard on the inside.
Mitch plays a
Darkness
conservative.
Is barely able to catch him. Fatal going to do another cut on Mitch here. Get back to the power. Stay with them. Great run by Mitch. Another great exit.
He's gonna play it defensive again, I'd say. Oh, Mitch looking switcheroo. Here comes Fatal. Oh, this is gonna be good. Fatal. He just has to go for it. That's all. That's all. He just gotta go for it.
No, there's still plenty of time.
Yeah, there is.
He doesn't want to make the move and mess that up, and then now the pressure's on him. So if he makes the move is smooth. Here comes Mitch. Just made a look on the inside, try to put some pressure on him.
Although I think if Mitch gets past Darkest Crime, that is it. I mean, Fatal, I don't think he has the legit speed to stick with him. I think the only thing that's keeping him with these, you know, for in contention is Darkest Crime, his teammates. So there's a little tactics going on, I'd say, in the Toro Rosso camp as this race comes to a close. Oh, Mitch goes for it. Darkest locked up. That's it.
Darkest, he locked up. Best thing for Darkness to do is let his teammate at least try. And there he goes. There he goes. Darkness gives it up.
Let's see.
This is a fatal opportunity to at least try to reel him in. We'll see what happens.
He's gonna have to reel him back in. Let's see if Fatal's got the speed, the pace to stick with Mitch. He's gonna have to dig deep if he wants it.
Right now, Darkness is just trying to survive. I think he worn out his tires and in his defense, but he put up a great fight. I thought he did an excellent job blocking multiple laps when he knew that Mitch was much faster and had better tires. But now he's going to just try to hang on to that podium and try to do the best he can to support his teammate. But that was very, very classy driving by Darkness Crime.
Oh yeah, that is some really good moves
and
defensively.
Mitch is pulling away right now
for Darkest Crime. Yeah, I think that's really all he needed. I think if I was, Kitten is gonna make a move here on Jones in a minute. He's gonna have to wait. If I were the Toro Rosso camp, looking back at this, I'd just say split the strategy or do something different because Mitch has, you know, fresher tires at the end. It doesn't mean as much as if we were in the dry, but it's definitely helped him in this race. So that's the only thing I'd say different. But otherwise, they put up a great fight, and it's still not over. You don't know what's gonna happen, but.
All right, you're right. We got about 6 laps to go, and we got a pretty good midfield pack fight here for B5 with Airborne Jones and Kitten. So let's see how things go. We got the Haas, the Ferrari, and the McLaren.
Do you want to check Fatal and Mitch penalties? I don't think they had any, but that could still play a factor. I know Darkest Crime had at least 2 3-second time penalties.
Mitch only has warnings.
Just warnings for Mitch?
Yeah, warning for crossing pit lane and warning for extending the track, but let me double check for Fatal.
Oh, Airborne hit the wall under the tunnel. It's gonna open the door up for Jones and Kitten for the top 5. Jones, nice exit. But Airborne wants to go in the pits and Kitten's not letting him. Both drivers have an incident there that will probably be under review. Airborne wanted to go in the pits, but Kitten was right next to him, and that happened. Good thing probably is they won't lose much track position because only Norton goes by. And Airborne will probably let Kitten pass, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, he's pulling over.
Yep, but he's gonna let his teammate pass too, I guess. Unless he doesn't get on with it. Yep, Airborne slots right behind his teammate. At least he realized his mistake, but it didn't cost Kitten too much. Maybe had a shot for 5th there. But to get 7th maybe would be a good day for him.
Jones has willed himself back in a little bit. Started P3, fell back to P10th, but now he's in P5. So he's just trying to maintain, not in contention. But you're having a giggle. That Sauber is going to try to take that last podium from Toro Rosso.
Man.
Darkness is not going to make it easy for him, but he does have a shot. Darkness is falling back pretty fast right now. I don't know what's going on with Darkness.
Well, he did have a little bit of wing damage, I believe, from that battle before. And I think his tires are just going off.
That's true.
I think that's really just caused him to lose so much speed. I mean, you can just see how much speed Mitch had. Because now Darkus was just fighting with Mitch. Now Mitch is about 15 seconds ahead of him. So, yeah.
Oh, my giggle almost hit the wall there. And plus, Darkus, he's running a low ERS and doing a lot of short shifting. I think he's just trying to keep the car alive and survive until the end. Because he's going very slow right now. He's short shifting and using very little ERS. But maybe that's just straight like it did. Just kind of holding him back a little bit, run kind of slow and kind of slow him down a little bit and cut his momentum.
Yeah.
But he's very good at defending.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised about. I know he was a good, driver, but not that good as far as defending. Yeah. I mean, he did really good job trying to keep that battle for the lead, and I think he's going to do the same thing for this podium, because you don't know who has penalties and who doesn't. Giggle.
Oh,
he goes for it. Nice. I think caught Darkest off guard there, but Giggle didn't get it done yet.
Oh yeah. Oh, it comes to switch around. Oh, and Darkness does the switch around as well.
Oh, you don't want to lose it. Oh, he almost lost it. Oh. He almost took Giggle with him.
He's not giving up. Oh, almost into the wall. Man, that was close.
Some pretty good moves by Darkest. I'm actually impressed.
Darkness.
That's my boy D Crime. Yeah, you're putting on some good good moves here.
I think he's done fighting for the day.
Yeah, I think that he could even come in the pits if he wants to get the fastest lap, if he'd like to, because 35 seconds back is Jones.
That's true.
But yeah, I think if it was a dry race, like I said, you know, it would have been a really completely different race. I think Mitch is really good in the wet.
Yeah.
And like we saw with the strategy, staying out longer, you know, with the time. I mean, he stood out and then still was gaining time when Darkus had newer tires. So it just, it just makes sense. And I think strategy came down to it today, which put Mitch in a good position, but also, he had the speed for sure. But you can't say Toro Rosso didn't have a shot today. They definitely put a big challenge.
Oh, I think Toro Rosso did a great job.
Oh,
they
yeah.
did a great job. Unfortunately, Darkness, his tires just fell off, and plus he hit the wall, and he tried his very best to hold up Mitch, but Mitch he was unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he might have got caught up in some mess early on, but he managed to survive and just start picking people off left and right. Very consistent driver, and just outstanding performance by him. But you got to give an attaboy for the fight that he put up in those Toro Rossos, trying to get around Mitch. Unfortunately, the Sauber is going to split the Toro Rossos, but I think those two teams should be very impressed and proud of themselves today.
Oh yeah. Some really good stuff. Next week we are off. So we do have 1 week off, and then we return, I believe, for Germany. So that's the next time we'll see these drivers in action, and I guess we'll give everyone an extra week to practice to see if anyone could beat Mitch.
Oh yes.
But I think Mitch will also take that time to practice, so better use it wisely. We got a week off, and then we're back at Germany.
Oh, Mitch locks up major into turn 3, but he has plenty of time to catch up.
Ultimate Gamers
has a pretty large lead over Fatal.
Kind of surprised we didn't have a safety car today. Kind of surprised.
Yeah.
There's a couple instances where I think there should have been one, but
Look, the Haas's are doing well. They might get
Jones.
a double-point finish.
The Haas, yes.
Or he hit the wall or something.
Almost off that, I think, was it turn 4 or 5? Coming back on that, the straightaway there. Looked like he hit the wall. Almost took himself out of a P5. Gotta be careful there, Jonesy. What are you racing for? You gotta lock down 5th. Gotta lock down 5th.
Yeah. Real Spirit's not too far from Kitten. We might make a try to see what we can do the next lap. Uh-oh, someone's in trouble.
Uh-oh. Darkest Crime.
Dark. Uh-oh, I think he must have locked up and lost some position.
He pushed a little too hard, going for that fast slap now. He's probably going to lose a position of 4, to Jones. He had, about 36 seconds before he pitted. And, he pitted and chose to get new tires. But he also had 6 seconds of time penalty. So I'm thinking it might have just been better to stay out and just lose time on track and, the 6 seconds. So I think that strategy call probably cost him probably 4th because I don't think Jones had as many penalties as Darkus, but
Oh, Darkness left the session. Yeah. I don't think he's
nope. Yeah, he
not
crossed.
very happy at the moment.
No, it should be fine to get 5th. I mean, since the last battle of the Mitch and the Torosos, it's been a lot of laps, so you can just picture how long they would have had to fight to keep them, Mitch behind them and everything like that. But some good stuff.
Coming at the last corner, and it's going to be Mitch wins here at the Singapore Grand Prix. Just an absolute, and he sets the fastest lap on the last lap. That's pretty impressive. And here comes Fatal, come out the last corner, and he's going to bring it P2 for Toro Rosso. Great battle between the teams, and I think he should be very proud of himself.
Yeah, really good fight between the two teams.
Diego's going to get the last podium spot, but it was a great battle between those two teams. I think one of the best fights we've seen so far this season.
And maybe throughout. I mean, that was some really good action. Some good tactics by the Toro Rosso, but didn't quite work out. But and it's kind of unfortunate in a way. I mean, they did have a good day, but I think they're gonna. I mean, Fatal, at least he can say I maintained position. He's gonna say, well, he's my teammate on the other hand. But they locked the grid out, front row, and you would think they would, at least one of them would win. But I think, like I said earlier, I think it was strategy today. Mitch stayed out about 20 laps or so, a little less.
Oh yeah, about 20 laps.
About 20 laps, and he was able to get clean air and just push the car and increase the gap. And then when he pitted, he slotted right in between the two, and it took him a couple laps to get past. But then he has the new tires, and he obviously had the pace at that time. So I think if they switched it up, if let's say Darkus went in first or into the more undercut and maybe Fatal overcut, maybe Fatal would have, or one of them would have done the same thing as Mitch. Maybe would have been a different story. But hey, that's how it is. Strategy.
There's Salbers claiming P1 and P3 is a great run for them. They definitely stole it from the Toro Rossos, but Toro Rosso should not be upset with the results.
And I like to point out Spirit, P8. I don't think he's got points this year yet. A lot of bad luck. It looked like it on the first lap, but finished P8. Good for him. Double points for Haas. And then Motor, XP, Tico, Lopez, Theft all crashed out. And McLaren and Ultimate. Ultimate gets a point, but definitely struggled race for them too. But overall, that was really exciting. I did not expect that battle between the three of them here in the wet. When I heard wet, a wet race, I did not expect, any battles. But I think we have to be happy of what we were given today, and be glad that it wasn't, I think the last 5 laps, really nothing happened. That could have been it for the whole race. So that was exciting. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, for a while the people were spaced out there, but like slowly but surely races battles start forming from different areas. But I thought it was overall pretty fun.
Yeah. That was the golden race for Singapore Grand Prix, round number 7. Next week we are off, but then we return for Germany, which is round number 8. Tomorrow is round number 7 for the Platinum class, the premier class of TCR. It's the best of the best in the league. Singapore, just like it was tonight. Stream should be starting around 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and we have a really good battle between Sean, Go-To Guy, Breezy, and Talon, and we're expected to almost get a full grid tomorrow. So it should be really good for Platinum tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in. If you are new and aren't subscribed, please do so. Make sure you hit the bell while you're at it, and give us a like if you enjoyed the race and enjoyed what the three-way battle was with Mitch, Fatal, and Darkest Crime. They put on a really good race, and was definitely entertaining for us. So make sure you give us a like. It would be greatly appreciated. And then this Sunday will be a special, I'd say kind of special edition. We have a announcement, a new huge announcement for TCR on Sunday, the podcast, but we'll also be reviewing both Singapore races from both classes, so that'll be 8:30 p.m. Eastern Sunday. So make sure you tune into Litter Box with myself and Kitten for the big announcement, as well as reviewing the Singapore Grand Prix. Other than that, it's been a great race. Thank you all for watching. It's been a good time. Congrats to the podium finishers of Mitch, Fatal, and Giggle. Thank you to my partner in crime, Dre Diggy, for helping me out tonight, and hopefully
Thanks
we can
for
do it
having
again.
me.
And until next time, which should be tomorrow for the Platinum class, we'll catch you all later. Have a good night, everybody.